Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last Facebook Live show for the CMA 2022 online. It's a JUBILE night tonight with, of course, the result that everybody expects, Senior Classic, the biggest category of the TROPHÉE MONDIAL. But we will begin with the very new category dedicated to the composition of YAROSLAV OLEKSIV, and he's here with our friend from so many years, Igor Sayenko, as translator, but not only, he's also here to speak a little bit about the CMA because he's delegate of CMA and to speak about what he wants. He's our friend and our guest. Hello Yaroslav and hello Igor Sayenko.
Hello, hello. Hello everybody.
So before we go to this competition, Igor, I would like your feedback about this CMA, if you have feedback about the CMA 2022.
What would I say? Many more candidates as for live performance. So we were complained a lot about many video competitions which just appeared during these few years of COVID. But there is something, if we speak about better side of that, it's a good opportunity for some participants just to start competing, to try their possibilities. And of course, you need now to travel as far from, if it would take place somewhere in Europe. I'm not sure that so many, let's say, Chinese participants would be able to travel, yes, because of course it's expensive. And speaking about Ukraine, of course, it's also a big problem now for traveling for everything. Yes, it's hard to live, to survive in our country. Anyway, I wouldn't say is it good or bad, but we are getting used to live during this time of war and during the time when the part of Ukraine was occupied by Russian terrorists. But anyway, again, it's a good opportunity for Ukrainian participants, especially for young students, pupils, to continue their studying, to continue their musician's career. And I think everybody would see, all those who followed your CMA live shows, that Ukraine showed really good result, and
yes, fantastic.
I'm so proud of that, and I'm so proud about our
I have another
nation.
question regarding that subject, and I know precisely the answer, but I would like you to express that, because it was, as I said, and I repeat because it's the last day, but I want to repeat that on the TROPHÉE MONDIAL category, it was 30%, on the best category, 30% of Ukrainians. So can you please explain also why?
I think because we tried our best since the CMA was, and at the moment is still the only major accordion competition which state the clear position and supported Ukrainians in any possible way. As as a CMA organization, as well as you personally. So of course, we should, when you announced the dates for CMA 2022, I understood that we should do our best. We should try our best to encourage participants to take part.
And you really succeeded, but of course not only in quantity, because this quantity of candidates from Ukraine is of course exceptional for the CMA, on the history of the CMA, but the quality was amazing. The major categories are won by Ukraine this year, and we are very proud of that, of course. So we will begin now this new competition, international competition, Yaroslav OLEKSIV. We have 8 candidates, and we will begin by the last one, and of course we will listen 1 minute of the program, but you can find all the videos of all the contestants on the CMA site, and Yaroslav OLEKSIV is here with us to comment the good things and of course the less good things, we can even say the bad things, just to give an advice to the candidates. And I think it's so important for the candidates to know the point of view, of course, of the composer. And arriving in the 8th place of this first international composition contest, Yaroslav OLEKSIV, he comes from Chile, and he will play a part of In the Jazz Mood. Let's listen, and after we listen the comment of Yaroslav OLEKSIV. Joaquin Munoz Donoso from Chile. So, Yaroslav, your point of view?
Так, твоя коментарі, точка зору.
Ну, хочу спершу сказати, що всі учасники досить були на хорошому рівні і дуже добре заграли всі композиції.
Would like firstly that all participants showed very good level, and Yaroslav enjoyed. Everybody played well, all the compositions.
Але все одно прийшлось вибирати найкращих з тих кращих виконань, що були.
And we had to choose the best from the best.
Це виконання твору «У настрої джазу» було досить цікаве, бо дуже багато було внесено свого від самого виконавця. Досить цікава трактовка була цього твору.
The very interesting interpretation of this piece, and the performer included a lot from himself in the original composition.
Навіть було трошки забагато цієї такої довільності, тобто десь хотілося б зберегти десь трошки більше оригінал самого твору.
So sometimes it was so free, even maybe too much. So he wanted maybe to save the original composition.
І, звичайно, там сам метроритм, темп і от ритмічність – це дуже важливо в цьому творі. А трошки хиталися все ж таки оці такі поняття.
And the rhythm, the feeling of the rhythm and the tempo is very important for this piece, and sometimes it was slightly different and it was like swinging rhythm.
Тому виконання було гарне, але так, як вийшло на 8-му позиції.
So the performance was good, but that's why the result is not the best.
No problem. So he got the points of 23.25. And now with a point of 23.67 from Ukraine, Artur Dotsiak at the 7th place, and he will perform Night in the Mountain Meadows. of course, it's a short example, but we have 8 candidates, so we need just to show small examples.
Також цікаве було виконання цього твору, але тут оця театральність, вона якраз була, переважала, і якось самий твір, сама композиція трошки знівелювалася.
Yes, very good performance, but again, it was so much theater on it. So this theatric performance, it even dominated on musical score.
Там перед кожною частинкою, звичайно, є такі віршовані тексти, але вони більше для того, щоб виконавець міг собі уявити, про що він буде грати і як йому більше старатися виконувати, а не якби для його прочитання цих віршів.
Yes, it's true. There are some poems, some words before each part, but it was put mostly for a performer to understand the music, the sense of music, and to describe that with music, but not for declaiming those poems.
Okay.
Тобто в загальному сама композиція просто втратила, якась суть композиції втратилась, воно просто трошки розвалилося по формі і такими більше кусочками виглядало виконання.
So that's why the whole musical structure was a little bit damaged, as we would say. The whole picture was a little bit blurred with those poems.
Okay. So we will go now from the 7th place with Artur Dotsiak from Ukraine to the 6th place with point 23.74 to Italy with Luca Bello, who will play a part of the children's suite number 1, Journey of a Meatball. So before you give the point of view, I would like just to ask you why the title, what means the title for you, why you choose this title, The Journey of a Meatball, for example.
До того, як ти скажеш, Ярославе, коментарі, розкажи, чому ти таку назву, цю подорож фрикадельки обрав, що це для тебе означає?
Ну, тут, якби, це музика, знову ж таки, до одноіменного мультфільму.
Yes, this is also the music to the cartoon film of animation cartoon with the same name.
Okay.
Так, ми здивилися з Романом цей мультфільм, він нам дуже сподобався, і так якось вирішили написати якраз музику до...
We watched together with Roman this cartoon movie, and we enjoyed it so much, so I decided to write my own music to that cartoon.
Okay, now we know. Браво.
Стосовно цього виконання, насправді це виконання є дуже добрим виконанням, але тут вже ми вибирали не тільки наскільки твір виконаний добре, але ще наскільки він є складний.
Yes, pretty good performance, really good. And again, with the number of these candidates, we had to choose also, when choosing, we relate also on that point how difficult is the music.
Для мене це, напевно, найкраще виконання, яке я чув саме цього твору.
Speaking about this particular piece, it might be the best performance for me.
Але були твори складніші, які також були гарно на високому рівні виконані, яким я надав перевагу.
The reason only that there were other works which were performed on this category were more difficult and have been performed also on very high level, so that's why I took advantage to those.
Okay.
Ну, суто по моїй оцінці, то саме я цей твір оцінив там в трійці, я не пам'ятаю, в трійці чи в четвірці найкраще. Суто для мене було.
On my personal scale, it was one of three the best.
Okay. And we just received a message on the chat from Luca Bello who says, "Good evening and thank you very much," with a big heart. So it's great.
Великим серцем дякую.
Thank you, Luca Bello. So, from the 6th place with 23.74, we go to the 5th place with 23.79 to Ukraine with Vladislav Gritsun, who play Night in the Mountain Meadows.
Ну, Владислава я вже давно знаю і давно якби слідкую за його ростом виконавським.
I have been watching Vladislav's Vladislav progress for many years now.
І якраз от дивлячись по його грі, я бачу, що він зараз дуже виріс, виконавсько дуже виріс.
And when I'm watching this particular performance, I can only state that he has grew up so much for these months.
Його виконання, наприклад, ще рік тому чи 2 роки тому і зараз, це є дуже великий контраст і дуже великий ріст.
Yes, if we compare his performances, let's say 1 year ago, we would feel a real contrast and a huge growth right now.
Стосовно виконання саме цього твору, тут є ще своя специфіка виконання цього твору на акордеоні, тому що на акордеоні виконувати саме цей твір «Ніч на полонині» дуже важко, оскільки великі, дуже широкі і акорди, і теситура дуже широка.
Speaking about exactly this piece, there is also some specific thing like performing it on accordion. It's too hard to adapt it for accordion because of very wide intervals and very difficult to play it on keyboard.
Цей твір також в нього був виконаний на хорошому рівні, але знову ж таки ми порівнювали там з 3 виконаннями, і десь якісь виконання мені сподобались трошки краще, більше по динаміці, більше по стрімкості і потужності самого звуку.
This was performed very good, but again we had 3 performances of the same piece at this category, and so other performances I liked a little bit more when we speak about the power of sound, about some energy.
А так, я його вітаю, ну, справді дуже хороше виконання і дуже хороший рівень на зараз.
And anyway, I want to congratulate him again. Very high level, very good performance, and really high growth and level.
Thank you very much. And he's listening to you because he's just behind the computer. So he's really listening to you, and I think he's happy. Okay.
Він також чує, він за комп'ютером, і я думаю, що він дуже щасливий.
So now we go from the 5th place to the 4th place with a big gap. From 23.79 we go from 23.99 for Ukraine, Nadia Parachuk, who play this very beautiful romance For You. sorry, we have to cut, but I don't want to cut. I love this music, really. You know, I love this music.
Ну, для мене і для моїх оцінок це виконання було найкраще.
According to my points, this performance was the best.
Надя змогла передати і відчути і передати все те, що я намагався вкласти в цю музику.
Nadia was able to feel and then to pass it through the performing everything I wanted to put in this music.
Коли я слухав її виконання, воно заставляло мене саме зануритись в цю саму музику. Тобто воно десь захоплює.
When I was listening to it, it made me to dive into that music. So, yes.
І це виконання для мене є дуже близьке. Ну, точно так, якби я його і виконував.
So it's very close to me. It's very similar to me. This is how would I perform this piece.
Тому я вітаю. Ну, це для мене вона була фавориткою в цій категорії.
My congratulations to Nadia. She was my favorite at this category.
Okay, so I remind to the people that the rules of this category is Yaroslav OLEKSIV is coefficient 2, but he invited some jury members. Perhaps Igor, you were also a jury member in this category? Yes, and me too. I had the good surprise because I've been invited by Yaroslav. I never want to be in the jury in this CMA competition, but I cannot say no to Yaroslav, so I was. And for the small story, I said, okay, but we need to make some special rules that on this category, especially because the teacher can give point to his students, and you had students, I had also students, and so we have also the possibility to give point to, of course, the same country. We don't take out the highest and the lowest, so it was possibility to give 3 times the same point to 3 different candidates, for example. That makes the work of the jury a little bit more simple. And it's very interesting to see that on all the international competition of composition this year, the winner is never the favorite of the composer. Very interesting.
Так, ну, я думаю, ти все зрозумів. Да, останній от тільки якийсь коментар, що все в усіх категоріях, де композиторських, в цьому році якраз переможець не є фаворитом самого композитора.
Так, я тут ще хочу ще сказати буквально 2 слова, що саме ці твори, які грали мої студенти, я туди мінімально взагалі прикладався. Я хотів якраз побачити, наскільки вони зможуть самі це вивчити і відчути і передати.
Yes, few words more. So speaking about Yaroslav's students, he nearly didn't touch that music at all. He just wanted to see how can they do that themselves, how can they feel, how can they pass this music through. So speaking about those pieces, it's nearly their themselves self work.
Okay, very great. Okay, so now we go to the 3rd place. Now we have the 3 laureates. At the 3rd place from Ukraine, it's not a surprise because the 2nd place is also Ukraine and the 1st place is also Ukraine. It's a Ukraine JUBILE this year on this CMA. And at the 3rd place with point 24.05, Vyacheslav Moseichuk, who will play again Romance for You. Vyacheslav Museichuk.
Так, ну, в першу чергу я хочу привітати Святослава з перемогою, з першим місцем у категорії Мастерс.
First of all, I want to congratulate one more congratulations to Vyacheslav with his win on Masters category.
Справді, так само його рівень виконавський виріс дуже сильно.
Same again, his performing level has grew up so much.
Дійсно, наступний рік ми вже його побачимо в категорії класичній, трьохтуровій.
So I think next year we will see him on senior classic category.
Я думаю, він стане її переможцем.
And I think he will win that category too.
Let's see.
Стосовно виконання, тут якраз можна порівняти виконання його і виконання Наді.
Again, we can compare Vyacheslav's and Nadia's performing.
Of course.
В нього також дуже все гарно вийшло виконати і подати цей твір. Проте якраз різниця була між ними, що Надя подавала більш це якби внутрішньо, а він трошки це зовнішньо подавав.
So again, good performance, but if we start comparing, we can say Nadia's music was from inside maybe, and Slavic does sometimes it was just from outside.
Ну, мені то так суто було для мене, і мені трошки зовнішність, воно якось зовнішнього, ця подача мені трошки заважала внуритись саме в цей твір.
So again, it's my only subjective feeling, but sometimes the picture, можливо, міміка, да?
Міміка, так, міміка.
Like mimic sometimes distracted from the musical thing.
А так для мене він також був там в четвірці найкращих виконавців творів.
And anyway, again, in my scores, he was like one of 4 bests on this category.
Okay, thank you very much. So now from the third place, 24.05, we go to the second place with 24.23 with Ukraine, of course, Roman Puneiko, who play Elegia. Elegia. So of course we need to listen the full piece because it's very complicated to judge, but it's just to remind and to see the performance, but we need to listen the full piece. Of course, Elegia, it's a 3 minutes full intense of music.
Так, от виконання Елегії мені дуже сподобалось. Знову ж таки, це, напевно, одне з найкращих виконань, яке я чув до сих пір.
I like this performance so much, and we'll say again, maybe this is the best performance of this exactly piece that I have ever heard.
Але, як я вже казав, ми порівнювали складність творів і не тільки якість виконання, а й складність. Тому Елегія, вона і по тривалості, і по самому виконанні не є така складна. Тому, можливо, десь якраз і ця друга позиція, а не перша.
And again, we compare it with other pieces, which may be more difficult, but speaking about Elegy, it's simple, it's not too long, and so that's why maybe Roman came second, but not first.
Okay, so Something else? No?
Є.
Sure.
Okay. So, and now we go to the winner, of course. And the winner is from Ukraine with a point 24.66. And it's Mykola Syniagivsky. He will play Night in the Mountain Meadows. So we will listen the full performance of Mykola, of course, at the end of the Facebook Live show. He is here with us. Mykola, good evening.
Good evening, Fred.
Congratulations, fantastic performance.
Thank you very much.
So before we speak with you, we will listen, of course, the comments of the composer Yaroslav OLEKSIV.
Ну, хочу сказати, що Микола дуже перспективний музикант.
Mykola has a really great perspective as a musician.
І я думаю, що ми наступні роки його ще не раз почуємо.
And I'm sure we will hear about him not once in next few years.
В Миколи поєднані такі риси, як працьовитість і талант. І я думаю, він буде розвиватися з кожним разом все більше.
He has a talent and he's working hard, and this mix will give him a real development, a real progress.
Справді, виконання «Ніч на полонині» воно є одне з найкращих виконань, і одночасно це великий твір по обсягу і виконаний дуже добре.
Again, this is maybe the best performance of this exactly piece, and it's quite a large piece, long, yes, and everything was super.
Okay.
Ну, для мене це вже буде зараз зразком для інших студентів, щоб вони могли послухати то зразок саме виконання Миколи.
So now I will have this video recording, so this will be like etalon for me, so I can show it to other students who will want to play this piece. So I will propose them to listen how it should be.
Great, very great.
Тому я вітаю Миколу, молодець.
So my congratulations to Mykola. Well done.
Thank you. And I want to say that for me, it was also on my top 3. I give the same marks of 3, but everybody will have the detail of the mark just after the competition tonight. It will be published, all the mark from the whole competition on the CMA site. And I want to say also to Mykola, the same you said for these other students, that Mykola in 1 year really exploded. He really improved so much in 1 year. It's very impressive, Mykola.
Так, так само про що говорив Ярослав, про інших студентів. Фред хоче сказати про Миколу, що за цей рік дуже неймовірний зріст.
So,
Дякую.
Mykola, how old are you now?
17.
That it is 17, yes, because last year you were in the junior classic.
Yes.
Yeah, so such a big improvement because there is a gap between junior and senior, and you participate and win this first international composition contest, Yaroslav OLEKSIV, but you participate also on the TROPHÉE MONDIAL senior, so it's a huge marathon because it's 3 rounds, and congratulations for the work you did. So can you tell why you choose this composition Night in the Mountain Meadows?
Чи можеш сказати, чому саме цю композицію ти обрав?
Сподобалося те наповнення, той сенс, який задається в цій композиції, її технічне наповнення, і те, я розумів, наскільки я можу передати саму атмосферу цього твору.
I like the sense of that music and the fulfillment of technical challenges, and he felt that he will be able to pass it on all that with this music.
Okay, thank you very much. So at the end of this Facebook live show, just before we will listen the performance of the third round of the winner of the Senior Classic, we will listen your full performance of this 9 in mountain medals from Yaroslav OLEKSIV. So congratulations again. And Yaroslav, I have a small surprise for you. I have a guest that arrived now in Zoom. She's a woman. We don't have so many women playing accordion at that highest level. She's perhaps the first one in the history of accordion who won Klingenthal Senior Classic, Coupe du Monde Senior Classic, Trophée Mondial Senior Classic. She's my muse. It's because of her. When I was a child, we were from the same area in France, and I all the time follow her. And I asked her to be on the jury this year, and she said to me at the beginning more yes, no, and finally she said okay, yes. And I wanted to have a feedback first of the CMA and secondly about your composition. Christine, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Comment
Bonjour
ça
à tout le
va?
monde.
Tu vas bien?
Oui, ça va très bien.
Donc je te présente Yaroslav OLEKSIV, le compositeur.
Ben, je suis enchantée et très touchée de pouvoir enfin parler avec ce grand compositeur.
So she's very touched and honored to be able to speak with this great composer.
Так, для неї прямо честь велика говорити з таким великим композитором.
And so, Christine, perhaps first I would like to have your reaction about the CMA this year, and you're coming back on this competition. Je voudrais avoir ta réaction de ton retour dans la compétition en tant que membre du jury. Et qu'est-ce que tu as pensé donc, des candidats que tu as écoutés en senior classique notamment?
Alors, pour avoir ma réaction, il faudrait que je commence par le début, c'est-à-dire quand je ne voulais pas faire le jury.
She said, first of all, she didn't
Parce
want
que-
at all to make jury.
Так, спочатку зовсім не хотіла йти в журі.
Parce que la compétition en visio, je ne pensais pas que c'était si comment dire, important par rapport à ce que l'on vit quand on se retrouve tous ensemble. Et puis finalement, j'ai accepté, j'ai joué le jeu et je suis tombée sous le charme de tous ces jeunes qui jouent magnifiquement bien et qui ont préparé avec grand talent et beaucoup de passion exemplaire leur beau programme.
And she said that at the beginning she didn't want at all to participate at the jury because she was absolutely against competition online, because she said that it's absolutely not the same when we all meet together. But she played the game, and slowly by slowly she was absolutely amazed by the performance, the quality, the talent and the spirit of this competition online.
Так, спочатку ще раз, як сказали вже, Крістін не хотіла брати участь в журі цього конкурсу, саме тому, що це все проходить онлайн, і це ну ніби не так зовсім, як це б мало бути наживо, коли всі зустрічаються разом. От, але все-таки погодилась, і потім вона просто була вражена і талантом, і рівнем виконавства і всім іншим.
Ok. Vas-y Christine, continue.
Et comme à la base, je suis quelqu'un qui ne joue pas beaucoup en concert, et qui dit pas de concert, pas de travail, j'ai repris goût. Ça m'a boosté pour retrouver l'envie justement de jouer.
And she said that.
Et là,
attends, fais des phrases courtes comme ça je peux traduire en même temps, c'est plus intéressant. And she said that she is concertist, but because of COVID and all this situation, she didn't have concerts, so no concert, no practicing, no motivation. But because of this, she gets the motivation absolute to begin again to play accordion and to prepare a new program.
І Крістін сама є виконавцем, і через ковід теж не мало концертів, тому і не займалася, і не було якби навіть ніякої мотивації. Але от після прослуховування В цих всіх записів в неї з'явилася прям мотивація і бажання знову займатися. Зараз вона готує нову програму.
Супер.
Et donc?
Et donc, j'ai découvert quelques compositions qui me touchaient énormément. Donc, les compositions de Yaroslav. Et donc, en parlant avec toi, je me suis dit, allez, c'est un projet qui va me tenir à cœur. Toutes ces mélodies, toutes ces notes, toutes ces compositions sont très, très proches de la sensibilité que je perçois lorsque j'écoute une musique. Donc, voilà, je suis partie sur cette idée d'enregistrer les compositions de Yaroslav.
So she asked me that she had this very big motivation to practice again, and she said, Fred, do you have some ideas about what I could practice? And she listens a lot of composition from you, Yaroslav, during the competition, and I make a present to Christine, the present that you sent to me. One day you sent to me all your composition. I send them all to Christine, and now our project is to make a new CD with your compositions.
І так, і коли я думала Крістін про те, щоб заграти, от яку там програму зробити, так само у Фреда вона запитувала, щоб він порадив, і в той же час зараз прослухала от багато твоїх композицій, багато композицій Ярослава, і Фред переслав їй, зробив подарунок той, що Ярослав раніше зробив для Фреда, всі композиції. От, і буде Крістін записувати новий диск, і там будуть твори Ярослава Олексєва в її виконанні.
Супер.
Okay, so he looks happy. Il a l'air très content, Christine.
Je vois. Donc, j'ai deux remerciements à faire. Le premier, bien sûr, à toi, Fredo, parce que à travers ce travail que tu fais du Trophée mondial, toute cette organisation, naissent beaucoup de passion et donc réveille également tout ce qu'il faut pour que cette passion, à travers notre instrument favori, puisse ressurgir.
Okay,
Et
and
également...
she said that she wanted to make two big songs. So the first is for me because of this work that we do with Raymond and Anna Bodel with the CMA. It gives a lot of motivation, and the people can live with their passion because of these motivations. Merci beaucoup, Christine. And the second one?
Тобто от одна з тих мотивацій це якраз для Фреда, для Раймонда і Анни, те, що вони роблять, і як вони фактично заражають і інших оцим з пристрастю до того, що вони роблять.
Et la deuxième?
Et le deuxième remerciement, c'est bien sûr à Yaroslav avec ses belles compositions, parce que à travers toutes ces notes, il a su porter différents messages très sensibles qui m'ont touchée et donc qui ont réveillé en moi l'envie d'interpréter.
And the second message, of course, Yaroslav, is for you because of your composition, because of this so beautiful sound, because of so beautiful notes. She really got the motivation to perform again, and she's absolutely motivated, as you see, and that's why she's here. So, Yaroslav, thank you, bravo.
І друге, це те, що от саме для Ярослава і його композиції за красу звуків і нот в його музиці. І, звичайно, для того, щоб ці твори жили і далі, і теж для Ярослава.
Я зворушений от такою довірою до моїх композицій, тому бажаю, щоб все вдалося і щоб все гарно записалося і вивчилося.
Yes, Yaroslav is so touched with such a trust and such a attention to his composition, so he wishes a great success with recording and all sorts of things with that music.
Donc il est très touché par ta réaction et par les réactions que tu as par rapport à sa musique. Et donc il espère t'écouter très bientôt, en tout cas. Donc c'est super.
C'est parti. Je travaille pour ça et je compte sur toi, Fredo, pour nous mettre en relation et travailler en commun.
Okay.
Avec plaisir.
Okay, so she just says that she will be very motivated to work, and as soon as it's possible, she will send to you some performance and to be in relation with you.
Так, дуже мотивована, і як тільки якісь в неї з'являться вже записи її виконань, вона їх тобі надішле і буде на зв'язку з тобою.
Так, звичайно, звичайно.
Yes, of course.
Ok, donc le rendez-vous est pris, Christine. Si tu as besoin de quoi que ce soit, Yaroslav sera là pour t'aider et avec grand plaisir. Alors, merci beaucoup, Christine, d'être avec nous et pour ces magnifiques messages. Igor Sayenko, thank you so much for your fantastic translation. And you have a very main voice now, like Ukrainian tractor, because the voice of the telephone changed a little bit. Yeah, it's perfect. Mikola, congratulations for your improvement at 17 years old. To be at that level is fantastic. And Yaroslav, congratulations for all the work you did as a composer, as a teacher, and also humanly, because all the students we made interview because they already win competition, they all the time speak about you like more than a friend and human than everything else. And it's very touching.
Велика тобі подяка, Ярославе, і як композитору, і як вчителю, професору, і просто як людині, бо багато вже студентів твоїх, які зайняли перші місця, і з ними було інтерв'ю так само, і вони всі говорили теж про тебе не тільки як про вчителя, а про щось значно більше.
А ми зі своєї сторони дякуємо за можливість свою творчість демонструвати і за цю позицію на цьому конкурсі, що нам дозволяють проявити себе.
And thank you so much for giving us that opportunity to show our art, to show our music, and for your strong position, which allows us to show our work and our music.
Thank you. And the last word, Yaroslav, I remind you that now you have to compose a piece for Mikola.
І тепер останнє, Ярославе, нагадую, що тепер за правилами ти маєш написати для Миколи твір.
Я думаю, що мені буде легко писати, оскільки Микола може якби виконати будь-який твір будь-якої складності. Тому для мене це буде, думаю, що легка справа.
I think it will be easy for me because Mikola can play any kind of music and any level of difficulty, so I can write anything, so it will be, I think it will be simple for me.
Okay, I cannot wait to see the result. So thank you so much, Yaroslav. Thank you, Igor. Thank you and bravo, Mikola et Christine. Gros bisous, à très bientôt et je te souhaite de bonnes fêtes et un bon réveillon.
Merci, moi aussi.
Okay, so goodbye to everybody, and now we will go to the result of the other competition. But just before, we have a short video about one of our sponsors. We have 4 sponsors this year. It's so important to get money because competition money, and yes, of course, for the first, second, and third for the TROPHÉE MONDIAL category in diatonic, in chromatic, and also in orchestra. Then I will just show the first video of our sponsor Honor about this very small instrument that I will show you just after the XS accordion. Let's go. That is the XS accordion from our sponsor, a real revolution for the accordion. So for the very small hands, as you see, I already presented this instrument, but it's so important because in Germany they really have the habit about the kindergartens, which is very important to begin the instrument with whatever the instrument, percussion, but if they have accordion, it's very great that from the beginning they discover. So you see, everything is adapted for very small hands, and the keyboards are on the nice shape that you don't break your wrist, you don't have any defects from the beginning. The same on the right. The design is absolutely perfect. The sound also you listened yesterday, and it exists of course in the piano version. As you see, they are very light because you can move them, light and not expensive. So the same for the piano. As you see, we have the keyboard exactly on the right position, and you can fix here, fix here, and you have of course the adapted straps. They think about everything. Have a look. You first put the straps to the child, and after you fix your accordion, the straps on the accordion like that. Here it is. So I have now my friend in Zoom, Raymond Baudel. Raymond, nice to see you again for the last one, a full month of December with the CMA Live Show, full result, full talents. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, good to see everybody, and good to be back for what is obviously the last show of the year, the climax of CMA this year. What a wonderful start to this evening. It's wonderful to see the work of OLEKSIV and to hear the comments. Fantastic interviews that was. I really enjoyed it myself.
Great.
So we move to our last results of this CMA 2022. And to start with tonight, we have a couple of International Open Trophy results for the chromatic accordion. I'm going to start off tonight with category IoT 9, which is a category for 18 and under classic. And I had a good entry in this category, but of course, I'm sure you're ready and raring to present the jury that works so efficiently.
Of course, my friend. After 1 month, now you see I can send a message on Messenger to the next winners, to answer the questions, to speak to you.
You're just so multi-talented.
Yeah, but I have 2 hands and 2 brains now, so it's okay. I'm trying. So
I could comment.
Of course, Raymond is for JUBILE. So we have this beautiful international jury member from Cyprus, Daniel Sabotinov, from Czech Republic, Petr Vacek, from France, Julien Botan, from Greece, Konstantinos Raptis, from Israel, Ilya Zornitsky, from Italy, Cesare Chiacchiaretta, from Montenegro, Predrag Jankovic, from Serbia, Blaženka Bjocic, from Spain, Anne Landa, and the famous, the great Igor Sayenko for Ukraine.
So, wonderful lineup as we've seen so many times in the different shows and on the various categories throughout the event. Wonderful jury, and for our contestants, here we can see the results. We had 8 contestants, and I'll let you present the results 8th up to 4th place.
Yes, I do a little bit of washing up before because I am full of small accordions everywhere. I cannot put my feet, so up.
I've never heard of the accordion.
It's done. So this category was the category, as you say, 9, which is 18 and under classical. And here are the candidates from the 8th place to the 4th place. From Spain, Ariadna Sofia Escribano Nicola. At the 8th place. For 7th place, Duan Xi-Hyun from China. The 6th place, Zhang Xun-He from China. Milos Milivojevic from Bosnia. Finally, it's easier to say the Bosnian words. Before, no, but now, yes. After Chinese, it's much easier. And at the 4th place, Zhang Yifan from China with a score of 23.13. And the 3rd place is...
Well, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, that you say about the names, but we have had such a wonderful entry from China and we're so used to it. I think it's the first occasion that we've had a category, multiple entries, and I come to the 3-2-1, and we haven't got a Chinese in the first 3, even though they were in the category. It's the first time this year of a category, but we have 3 prize winners and none come from China. So just a small point. Anyway, we move to 23.23 for our third place, and it goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I pause slightly because there are two contestants from this country in the first three, so I leave them just on little tender hooks for a few more seconds. But anyway, the third place goes to Hasan Muratovic.
And I selected a part of his Scarlatti in C minor, K126. Let's listen Hasan immediately. Hasan Muratovic from Bosnia with the score 23.23.
On we go, up we go to second place, 23.53, so over into the first prize barrier. Again, second prize to Hussein Bajraktovic.
Repeat, please. Hussein Bayraktarevic, and he's the second place, and he will play a part of this homage à Paco from our French composer Franck Angelis. Hussein who plays this homage à Paco and the second place, and now we are with the winner that I let you introduce, Raymond Baudel.
Yeah, we're with our winner, delighted to see him, and of course a wonderful score, 23.72 to our winner of this IoT category 9, 18 and under classic category. The winner comes from Montenegro and is Leza Janušević.
Bravo, Janušević, and he's here with Miroslav Ilic, his happy teacher. Hello, Lazar, and congratulations. Hello, Miroslav.
Hello. Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. Congratulations for a great organization. It's been a very exciting and inspiring month for all of us. Congratulations to all competitors.
Thank you for your nice words.
Sorry for my English. That's why I have my friend Peter here, who will be my translator tonight.
Okay, but now your English is not Tarzan. It's much better than Tarzan, so it's very good. And Miroslav, yes, I remember you. We met in Pula, and you are very active on this accordion as well. So, Miroslav, where are you teaching?
in Podgorica, Crna Gora, Montenegro. Dakle, to je jedna mala zemlja od svega 500-600 hiljada stanovnika, tako da mi imamo ovdje malo učenika koji su konkurentni i sviraju harmoniku. Međutim, evo jesmo, zadovoljstvo mi je da smo u poziciji da pobijedimo u ovoj kategoriji, a u kategoriji ispod ove do 16 godina također moj učenik je bio drugi, tako da jako sam zadovoljan.
So Miroslav is a teacher in Montenegro, in the capital of Montenegro, Podgorica. Montenegro is a very small country that has around 600,000 people in here, and it's a great pleasure to realize that we are very competitive at any possible stage that includes accordion. And also his student was second in a category below this that says like 16 years old. And it's a privilege for us to have students like this, and it's a great pleasure that we have such a high level on the biggest stage for accordion.
And it's a great pleasure for us too, of course. And Lazar Januszewicz, hello and congratulations. So how old are you?
Thank you. I'm 17. I go to Podgorica and teach accordion in music school Vasa Pavić. My professor is Miroslav Ilić.
Great, that's great. And why did you decide to perform in this International Open Trophy and not in this Junior Classic? Because when I listened to you, I said that this level could be also in Junior Classic.
I don't know, my professor told to be in this category, and that's it.
Okay, so very good.
He was right, and he was right.
And he was right. Peter, you're genial, really. So yeah, of course, and it's a first step. That's why we invented on this International Open Trophy on the CMA, because to give the chance to the students of the school to participate first as a category of their age, and after to go to the TROPHÉE MONDIAL like a bridge. So it's very good. So Lazar, what is your perspective for next year? Do you know exactly what you will do next year with accordion?
I think I just playing the accordion as much as possibly could and preparing for more competitions.
Okay, that's great.
Plan je da nastupi u ovoj etapnim kategorijama polako, da se krene.
So the plan is for Lazar, the plan is to perform at in this etap category. That's the plan.
Okay, very great. So congratulations to both of you, Lazar, of course, because you are the winner, and Miroslav for your great result, because it's very nice for us to see the Montenegro school growing up every year, slowly by slowly, and finally to get these very nice results. So Forza Montenegro, and Miroslav, bravissimo for your work. Yes, Peter, yes. And we will now listen from Lazar. We will listen is the Sonata of Scarlatti, because I really enjoyed, so we will listen that sonata. And good evening, Happy New Year a little bit in advance, and congratulations again for Montenegro and for your work. Bye bye to all.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye bye. Scarlatti. superb Scarlatti played by Lazar from Montenegro. And just before we go to the next category, and with my friend, of course, Raymond Bodel, we will have a video from our sponsor Tiranti, made by the very famous teacher in Italy, Gianluca Pica, about the accordion variety from Tiranti. Let's listen this before the category 11. Let's go to Italy.
E se durante una performance jazz, durante un concerto, il nostro organico inizia ad accusare dei dolori, inizia a sentirsi male poiché magari la sera prima ha mangiato del pesce avariato, cosa facciamo? Ci stoppiamo? Ci fermiamo di suonare? E no, corriamo in aiuto della nostra bellissima cassa Bluetooth applicata tramite ventosa e per magia il nostro concerto potrà continuare. 1, 2, 3. E se ti telefonasse Jimmy Sachs e ti chiedesse: fratello, sì, dimmi, mi servirebbe un favore, prego dimmi, domani sera sarei dovuto volare ad Ibiza per una serata in disco, ma non posso più andare poiché ho conosciuto una ragazza stupenda questa mattina, una ragazza eccezionale che mi ha chiesto di uscire con lei domani sera che sarei dovuto volare in Ibiza. E allora vorrei che fossi tu ad andare a far suonare questa tua fisarmonica, farla cantare come fosse il mio sax. Ok, fratello, vola. Sì. Light GP. Tutto può succedere. Questo è lo strumento adatto per te.
That was a nice presentation of the Tiranti accordion, and let's go back with my friend Raymond Bodel on Zoom for the result of the category 11, 18 plus classic. 1835. No, 18 plus.
18 plus it is. 18 plus 18 and over classic. IoT category 11. Quite a big category. 13 contestants in this. But again, first of all, I'll let you introduce the jury. And before you actually do this, I'd just like to use the opportunity again, because we all know towards the end everything's happening. But a big thank you to all the jury for all their work over the last month. It's been a lot of work for them, especially across the holiday period. And I really do say thank you to them. They have responded as needed. You know, there's always the odd chase that's needed, but seriously, a big, big thank you from Anna and myself for all the responses we've had. But I'll let you introduce this category IoT, category 11 jury.
Exactly, so the jury members are here in front of us. We have from Bulgaria, Tsenka Todorova, from China, Lian Chen, Konstantinos Raptis from Greece, Ilya Zornitsky from Israel, from Kazakhstan, Galimzam Narinbetov, Viviane Moreau from Luxembourg, Predrag Jankovic from Montenegro, José Antonio Souza from Portugal, Milan Ozacki from Slovakia, Anne Landa, cheers my friend, from Spain, Javier Ramos Martinez from Spain, and from Spain again Salvatore Parada, and from Ukraine, the boss, Andrei Dushny.
What a widespread jury again. It's just a sample of what we've seen throughout the competition. And especially, you say the boss, Andrei Dushny, you know, the Ukrainians again, have been working when they've only had the power to be able to work and things like this. It is a big thank you for all their work efforts.
Yeah,
we do sincerely appreciate all their work they have done. So to the result, for the penultimate time I can say it this year, I'll let you present up to 4th place, 13th in this category, up to 4th place.
13th up to 4, we have from Greece, Georgios Bikoulis, from China, Zhang Mengyi, from China, Duan Tongtong, from China, Wang Xiyan, from Vietnam, Nguyen Dinh Thiep, from China, Li Wenxuan, from China, Zhang Ziki Execo at the 7th place, from China, Duan Xiting at the 6th place, Montenegro, Kristina Nerdovic at the 5th place, and from China again at the 4th place, Su Yunki. I did it.
Well done. So we go up into our prize winning positions. We go to 22.58 for 3rd place, and it goes to Spain. So congratulations to Spain in this category, Georgina Galejo, for her performance.
Yes, and with a score of 22.58, and I choose a part of Gubaidulina, but it's very difficult. I didn't want to take the last part of Gubaidulina, so I will just make what I don't like so much at the beginning and cut on the middle. But let's listen this Gubaidulina from the Spanish candidate, Georgina Gallego. It's a short part, but of course I remind to everybody, I say all the time, but you can find all the performances of the candidates, all the videos, the diploma, of course, very important, the diplomas of each candidate you can find on the CMA site.
Brilliant. So we move to 2nd place, up to 22.73 from China, Lu Yannan.
So Li Yannan will play a part of the French suite number 5 in G major. Let's go. Li Yannan from China at the 2nd place of this category, 11-18 plus classic.
And the winner of this category would score 23.19 to China, Zhang Zhu.
Zhang Zhou, so I didn't want it to wake him up again, because this Wang Shuo is also the winner of the category International Composition Contest Gorka Hermosa, and is also the winner of the category Variété 18+. So he made a fantastic year, and I didn't want to get him up again. For that, you will have the great surprise, perhaps now live, because I know he's aficionados and follow all the things. But I was sure he will get up again, or poor delegate Weibi June that will be obliged to translate. So I've been great. I think she will like me even more. So, but a fantastic performance from this
fantastic
Chinese
results, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And he will play a part of this sonata number 6 from Anatoly Kusyakov. Zhang Shuo, the winner of this category. Let's go. song playing a part of this very, very complicated Anatoly Kusiakov's Sonata number 6. Absolutely impressive candidate and 3 times winner this year.
Fantastic result.
Yeah, genial.
Fantastic results.
We will have now a very short interview with Matteo Tortora from Paolo Soprani's sponsor, but just before, because it's our night of Jubilé, of course, I wanted to invite someone who made a lot of work, more than in shadows at Anna Bordel, much more, but because he's never under the light, but he made a fantastic work with this new CMA site. It's a really important tool for us because it's so efficient to show the jury member, for the candidate to get their diploma, to spread all the information. And you know what? He's here with me because he's also accordionist, and during the time that some people are eating a lot and drinking a lot because it's holidays, this one comes in my house and practice accordion. Yes, monsieur. And it's Michael Biardo, and he's here. Michael Biardo is here. And I say to him, but come and we will see you, because it's very important that the people know who is working on the CMA. And he came with this very nice instrument, which is Bulgari, and I wanted to show him because Bulgari is also our sponsor. So perhaps, Michael, you can speak a little bit about this instrument. What is the name of this instrument?
It's a Prime, Bulgari Prime 3.
Bulgari Prime 3, and why did you choose this instrument, my friend?
Because he's very beautiful. First, I like his design. Not too heavy and very powerful and very easy to play. So it's a very nice instrument for me.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for our sponsor Bulgari, and congratulations again. Thank you so much for the super site that we enjoy every day.
Yeah, I endorse that. Thank you, Mikhail. I know he's disappeared. Thank you for his work that he's done. It's wonderful.
He listened to you. So now we will have our friend Matteo Tortora from Italy. He's exactly on time. Have a look to this boy. Perfect. And he speaks a little bit English. Matteo, you speak English, isn't it?
Oh.
Hello. So good evening. You are the winner of last year Junior Variété. So congratulations. And it's not that often that the Junior Variété in 1 year go to Senior Variété the next year. So how old are you? Quanti anni hai?
Allora, io ho 16 anni, compiuti ad ottobre.
Wow. He's 16 years old. He had 16 years old in October and already performed, of course, in Senior Variété, because you cannot participate again if you win this category. So who is your teacher? Chi è il tuo maestro?
Allora, il mio maestro è Danilo Di Paolo Nicola, mi insegna sì, fisarmonica e anche organetto.
Fisarmonica and organetto, yes, the famous Danilo Di Paolo Nicola, which is who delegate for TROPHÉE MONDIAL Chromatic and also international collaborator. He helped us to create this, thank you, 77 categories for the diatonic TROPHÉE MONDIAL. Bravo, maestro, but it's a very good idea and everybody is happy about that, nobody complains, so it's perfect. Puoi parlare un po' della tua fisarmonica, Paolo Soprani, che è tanto bella, tanto nera, matte? So, can you speak a little bit about your accordion?
Questa fisarmonica che vediamo qui alle mie spalle è il modello Papillon, ha 12 registri per quanto riguarda la mano destra.
Ok, 12 register, model Butterfly.
E 5 registri per quanto riguarda appunto la mano sinistra.
5 register on the left hand.
Yes, sì, è una fisarmonica comunque di gran classe e mi trovo molto bene con questa fisarmonica. E sembra che faccia anche bene il suo lavoro, quindi
he says that it's very high class accordion, and it looks like this accordion makes perfectly his job. Yes, of course. Very nice way to speak about your accordion, my friend. Superb. Ok, com'è la tastiera? Un po' veloce, morbida, com'è?
La tastiera è abbastanza morbida, il giusto, diciamo. E sì, è perfetta per me. Mi ci trovo molto bene con questa tastiera, sia appunto per la mano destra che per i bassi comunque sono eccezionali.
Okay, he just says that the mechanic of the right hand and the left hand is absolutely exceptional for him and very easy to play, very sweet to play, and so of course when you have a very nice keyboard you go faster and make less mistakes. So thank you so much, Matteo, to have been with us. We will see a little bit of your program, and of course imagine that I took the composition of your teacher Danilo Di Paolo Nicola, this very beautiful musette in Roma. So congratulations again to you, continue to practice, 16 years old in Senior senior category is tremendous. We are all with you, and of course, see you next year, my friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Grazie mille.
Okay. Con piacere. Okay, we listen now this very beautiful music in Roma. Bye bye, Matteo. Il magnifico Matteo Tortora from Italy, student of Danilo Di Paolo Nicola, and we had also another sponsor, which is Bulgari Accordion, who this morning we recording a very nice video with the director of this Bulgari factory, which is Paolo Picchio, and I explained to him that we need to do something on your small accordions for convector, beginner accordions, because on the categories International Open Trophy -7, so 7 and under, 8 and under, 9 and under, and 10 and under, all the winners play this very beautiful Bulgari accordion. So we will listen this presentation from Paolo Picchio, and just after the great Joao Barradas, who is my second guest of tonight. So I just press on the right button, and hello, Paolo Picchio.
Hello, Fred, and hello to all the friends of the CMA World Trophy. We are here in Bulgari factory, and we are absolutely very happy about the results, and really great congratulations to the winners. And I received from you this very good news. A lot of winners, mostly in young categories, they play Bulgari accordions and mostly Bulgari studio models. So this is why I want to present you some features of our studio model, and we can start really from very young beginners with two models. We have this is nano free bass, and we have another model, nano standard bass. These models are without converters. You can follow the teaching system of the professor. Somebody want to start with standard bass, somebody want to start with a free bass, but what is important, this accordion is only 3 kilos and up. So you can give this to students of 4 years, 5 years, so young. And you have 31 notes on the bottom board on the right, and 31 on the free bass, or 50 standard bass if you have the nano standard bass. The second is the Nemo 1. Nemo 1 is the first converter in the Bulgari studio line. It's an accordion with 37 notes on the right and 36 free bass with 72 standard bass. It's only one rig, but it's very light, 5 kilos. You can start with immediately with 2 different repertoire. Some melody accompanied with the standard bass, or some polyphony with the free bass. The sister of the Nemo 1 is the Nemo 2. The left part is the same, always 72 basses with 36 notes, but in the Nemo 2 you have 40 notes, but with 2 chorus, 16 and 8 normally, and you can start to listen the different octaves and to have more powerful sound. One of the most sold models in Bulgari production is the 320. And I saw that the winner in the young category, the first, second, and third place, everybody played 320 J converter, an accordion with the 46 notes and 43 free bass with the 96 standard bass. Here you can see the 07 model is similar to the Bulgari model, and this accordion gives to you also the possibility to have 3 chin register and a strong sound. You have 3 chorus with the 3 octaves, 16, 8, 4, and the 2 chorus on the left hand. So you have deepest notes, strong standard bass, and you can have really a lot of beautiful music in your repertoire with this accordion. The NT 380 is exactly the medium model in our production, 52 notes on the right, 49 on the left, 120 bass, 3 chin register. It's an accordion that you can arrive also maybe to 15, 16 years old with this model. And after the 380, normally students go directly to a complete accordion, so 61 or 64. But mostly I want to tell you something about our studio production. The Bulgari company is aware that a good sound gives to students, to young students, motivation, a strong motivation to study. This is very important. We use for this accordion quality woods, like professional accordion, and quality rigs. This is very important. The teacher can work on the control of the emission of the sound. So also the young students start to create sound in different style, different way, and play really nice staccato and have different dynamic. This is important. We think that to give motivation, you need more musical possibilities. So this is the philosophy of the Bulgari studio model production. So Fred, I'm very happy about this CMA World Trophy edition, about the Bulgari results, but mostly about our friendship, all the friends, all teachers, all the students. Together we had a very great edition, and this is also the possibility for me to wish to everybody not only great success for the next year, but also serenity, peace, and love to everybody. Congratulations to you and great wishes to everybody. Ciao, Fred. Bye.
Thank you so much, Paolo. Thank you. Bravo, Paolo Picchio, and we are now with a real child of CMA. I am so proud of you, my friend Joao Barradas. I know you were like that. Now you are super tall, not only by the size, but by the talent and the reputation. So welcome on this CMA Jubilé, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me, Fred. It's a pleasure, and yes, such an honor to be part of the CMA family.
And you did a great job. You were on jury on this very hard section, Senior Classique, Trophée Mondial.
Yes, great level.
Yeah, great level. So what are your feeling? What is your feeling about this category for this year?
Well, the Senior Classical, it's always I wouldn't say important, but you know, is the one that represents I think the new way of accordion playing. There's space for new programs. There's a lot of difficulties of preparing such a enormous program. So, and I have to say, this year the level was really amazing. I was really surprised, and lots of different players as well, different programs, different schools of performance, different programs, different composers. So it was really something, and I was really satisfied with the level.
Yeah, I'm very happy about what you say, because I also mentioned the fact that this year it was so many new creations, so many new composers, and with all these categories of international composition contests dedicated for some composer, but also the price of composition, it really helped for the new creation, and we had very good surprise. So now let's speak a little bit about you, because the last time we met really was in 2010 in Varazdin. I remember when you won.
It was the last time, personally.
Yes, imagine 2010, so it's 12 years that I didn't see you, but and you was a winner of this Coupe Mondiale Junior Classic, and I cannot forget your Ghost from Ledunov. So fluent, so fast, these techniques that you didn't lose nothing, but you improved so much in maturity. We will see that in very few minutes on this back, this huge back. And speak a little bit about you. Where are you all the time? You are. I still follow you on Facebook. You are everywhere.
Yeah, last time we met each other, it was 2010. It was the CIA Coupe Mondiale. At the time I was studying with you, and that was our last, I don't say the last competition, but it was last competition of that year. And it was a really important time for me personally to understand the seriousness that is implied in playing this instrument and this music. And of course, winning the CIA opened some doors, and it was a kind of a bridge to start my professional career, let's say. Let's use that word. Nowadays, I'm based in Lisbon. I live in Portugal, but I'm lucky enough to travel abroad. And I've been playing in between classical and jazz music, improvised music. And last 1 year and a half, 2 years, mostly bar and some contemporary stuff on the classical side. And on the jazz side, mostly as a sideman, or as a guest musician for some European acts and some American acts as well, like for Greg Osby and Peter Evans. And well, it was a really nice ride since 2010. And well, I'm really happy to got that bridge between competitions and then the professional world, and to see so many young musicians and the level. I see that we are doing something really, I would say something that is super important to understand the seriousness of this craft. And for the students, it's very important that they get used to criticism, especially in a way where they enter a competition, they really want to win, and they expect some form of criticism. So they are enrolled, they apply for that, and I find it very healthy to do that. So it prepares you for the professional life in a way that other situations can't.
And you are here also because of your history with us, because of your talent, but also because of this career that you do now. And when you say we could speak about career, yes, I think if we don't speak about career now, we don't speak about career never. Can you tell us, because it's very interesting, you told us very good that this competition, when you win, make a bridge, but there is big gap between the fact to win a competition and the fact to evaluate and to make a career. Do you have some moments special, some things that happen that make the things exploding like that?
Well, regarding the competition, I think that is extremely important to be able to play the instrument as well as possible. So let's think about the instrument as a tool. So it doesn't define your music, it doesn't have to define your career, your path, your musical path. It just defines how well can you speak through that tool. So that's the first thing. So it's really great to have to be on a competition, and nowadays as a jury, and seeing some musicians that really play the instrument so well that they are really like top-notch performers, others that they are so expressive and they really have a concept behind their program, but some of them cannot achieve that physical level of playing. Others can do both, but it's interesting that there's no right way of doing. So, and I think I must say that it's very important to remember that at all times, because it really defines the future. Well, regarding this career competition link, I would say that was the first thing. So being able to play the instrument in a level that I feel comfortable to learn music and to learn the composition, to learn the text. Second, it was what I add to the competition was the music. So what kind of program am I playing? Is it variety? Is it classical for virtuoso? Is it program for competitions? In fact, I think the main point is I play the music that I listen at home. So that really makes me in a state of well-being and some relaxment. I'm relaxed playing the music I love. So even with Bach, the Passacaglia and Fuga, that is really a mark, is one of the most important pieces of the European classical music. Well, for me, it's such an important piece and is so close to my heart that I really had to play it. So I'm not really interested in asking me questions like, okay, is my version the best version ever? I'm not really concerned with that. I'm really concerned that it's my best version, and it's like a kind of a photography. Imagine if you go to Eiffel Tower, there's lots of photographies of various families, but you don't have one with your family. So you take one. And that photography is a moment that in 10 years you will remember, and you will want to come back to. And well, that for me, that's the thing with the program, it's just a photography in time that I really want to come back in some years, and I really had to play it. I think the combination between the physicality of the accordion plus the program, I think that was the link between.
Okay, so we will listen immediately the final of this video, but everybody can find the full version. If they didn't listen, they must go on YouTube, write Joao Barradas back. Immediate, we find it. So the final of this intense major piece, masterpiece. Joao Barradas. Such a maturity, such a sound, such an intensity, and such a beautiful silence. It's very impressive. You just have one silence. You never make breeze on this music. You have just one, but you know how to wait, and to wait against the real moment. It's so impressive. For me, it's amazing to see you now when you were something like 16, 17, you were absolutely tremendous, but like a crazy one. You remember on the Variété, you were playing La Mille Vaca like nobody at 14 in Samara, I think you were 14.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, so, yeah, something like that.
And so much improvement, and I'm so happy to see this young generation like Vincent Perani also, who makes his career. We have some names like that who are so young and absolutely talented. So how old are you now? 12
No, right
plus.
now I'm 30. I was born in 90.
And you have barba. Wow, it's new.
It's coming.
So great. So rare, so seldom to see someone who make on the same time at the highest level of performance classical and jazz. But your jazz is something special. You know that I'm absolutely not a jazz man myself. I love all the music. I love all the musicians. But this jazz, how did you go? What was the déclic to go from this classical and variety music to this special jazz? And what is the name of this jazz? Free jazz? I don't know.
No, in fact, it's what we would call contemporary jazz. But in fact, what I've been playing is standards for the entire part of my study in Lisbon, and then with some mentors from United States and Europe. But I have been really enrolled with standards, and that's where I started playing and transcribing music from piano players, saxophone players, from Charlie Parker to Greg Osby to Branford Marsalis to Andrew Hill to Herbie Hancock, and the thing was trying to get this language, or trying to sound like these musicians on the accordion, not because of the instrument itself, but because it was the tool I had. So
of course
that was mainly the approach to do it. And then of course I since I remember, I improvise. Even like when I was playing like 9 years old, I would be playing the classical stuff that I was studying at the conservatory, but then I would improvise when I arrived home. And then when I was 15, I started to have jazz lessons here in Portugal. And I think the most important thing is to listen to the music you really want to play. So I'm playing music that I really listen when I'm home. I'm not playing, okay, I'm a straight ahead player, but I just listen to contemporary stuff. No, I really listen to the things that I want to play.
Exactly.
And I'm constantly listening to music and practicing. So that was the way to approach this kind of music that we are seeing now.
Okay, so great words, my friend. I'm so happy to see you. It's amazing. And you have a very nice message from Nikodem Sobek from Poland, who say huge artist, and Nikodem also is very involved in jazz and I want to make jazz today. I think you are in contact, surely?
Yes, it's very kind. Thank you so much.
It's lovely artist and absolutely genial artist. We will now listen. So present this music that we will listen, because for me it's like Latin language.
So I think this video is I'm playing as a guest musician with the extremely famous Belgian band Akamoon. This is an original composition written in 5, and I'm soloing over the changes. In fact, I think this video is only the solos, if I'm not wrong. So it's a solo in 5/4. And that's Fabrizio Casol on the sax and on the composition, and Akamoon as a group playing in Mozart, Brussels.
Okay, so very great. We will listen now this video. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations for your career. We follow you, and we will follow you.
Thank you.
It
means a lot. Thank you very much.
Okay, and thank you again to have been a part of the jury, because for us to have this young generation of artists, we have a young instrument and we have a young generation of very active people, so let's go. Okay, thank you so much, and let's listen this 3 minutes 30 of craziness, happiness. It's absolutely impressive. Bye bye, Joao. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Absolutely amazing, Joao, Barradas. I'm so proud of our child. And speaking about child, you know a story about child, Raymond and Anna, with your collection of 8 childs.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of Albufeira.
Yes, of course. So we arrived to the straight line, the last one. And Anna, nice to see you all the time at the last moment, because you were working, preparing all the diplomas for tonight and all the things. And everything is ready, of course, I know you. So, the senior classic, this category, the marathon category.
This little marathon of 3 rounds, 30-something jury members, you know, nothing much really involved, was it, in this category? But of course, it is the pinnacle competition. 3 rounds of competitions, you know, we started with the first round qualifiers, if you remember, some 4 weeks ago. So as I say, only 9 contestants, but of course, big programs needed. So at the end of it, it's totally understandable.
Of course.
I suppose we've got to start at the beginning, and that's really with the jury, because as I say, they've had a lot of work, all of them, for the 3 rounds of competitions. And again, I do thank them for their promptness in response. You know, special guests like Joao Barradas as member of this jury, but it's good to have, and you can't say that the result isn't representative of a world jury.
Of course. And when you say only 9, I want to say it's not only 9 on the way that now on the CMA we have the Senior Classic, but we have also the Masters, and we have the International Open Trophy, and there is a place for every level, every motivation, and every moment on the life of the candidates. And that's why not so many people want to go on this Senior Classic, and they prefer to go to the Masters, of course.
I was going to say, we've always said, haven't we, the Masters was always going to become the pinnacle competition. The Senior Classic was the echelon, the icing on the cake, I would like to say.
Yes, yes.
And it was always going to attract that situation. But as I say, a wonderful standard that was seen, though, from our 9 contestants. I can say that.
And that's right, that the Masters is the preparation for Senior Classic, because most of the winners of Masters go to Senior Classic. But now with this International Open Trophy, less than 18 and plus 18, it's again a better preparation to have step by step, because it's a lot of work. And it's finished now. We don't have on this Senior Classic some bad levels, because I remember some 10, 15
years ago we used to have big category and some really poor performances.
Yeah, and big differences. And now everybody has his own category and is perfect. So the jury members are here. So good luck, Fredo, because I understood that there are a lot of people. So we have
just 1 or 2 for you.
From Belgium, Olivier Douillet, Zoran Rakic from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Belma Sarancic from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Angel Marinov from Bulgaria, Yang Bolong from China, Hun Hao Mao from China, Xu Qiaonan from China, Igor Krisman from Croatia, Ivan Zverko, superb artist from Croatia too, Jarmila Vlakova from Czech Republic, Christine Rossi from France, Cesare Chiacchiarete from Italy, Galimzam Narinbetov from Kazakhstan, Augustinas Rakauskas from Lithuania, Daniel Gruzel from Luxembourg, Sergiu Mirzak from Moldova, Radu Ratoy, fantastic winner also of this new generation from Moldova, Ovin Farman from Norway, Daniel Lis from Norway, Joao Barradas, of course, from Portugal, Gonzalo Pescada from Portugal, Miljan Bieletic from Serbia, Gorka Hermosa from Spain, Angel Widobro Vega from Spain, Eugenia Cherkazova from Ukraine, OLEKSIV Murza from Ukraine, Yaroslav OLEKSIV from Ukraine, and Vladimir Runchak from Ukraine. Not bad.
What you can say is a true international jury will be my comment. And as I say,
that is a jury, yes. You're right.
And really representational. Nobody can really dispute the calculation, as it turns out, from such an international jury. Remember, just for everybody's benefit, in this category, such a large jury, but we take the 3 highest out, we take the 3 lowest out in each round, and obviously it culminates up to the result. And I remind equally that there was 9 in the first round. We let all 9 qualify through to the second round because the points were so close. It wasn't to make work for the jury, I have promised them that, but it seriously, the quality was so much there. It would have been unfair to make a cut. We always look for breaks. We have made the break between the second and third round, of course, where we have 5 that have played in the third round. As I say, you've got, you're going to present in a minute the up to the 4th place. I know that's going to come in a second. So I just thought it was worth reminding people that the 9th up to the 6th only played the first 2 rounds. But the videos, like everything else, are all online. This will go live as soon as this show finishes. I may just say one point on this. Everybody says it, and I know you've already mentioned it tonight. Diplomas for all the contestants are already online waiting, except for tonight's categories, which will be up within an hour or so of this show finishing. The results, the individual breakdowns of each jury member, you know, I do say it, there are 65 categories of results to upload. Nothing much really, but we have 65 categories in this CMA event of 2022 across the orchestras, diatonics and acromatics, and they will all be up over the weekend. Everybody can see every jury member's marks, so everybody knows what they're looking for. So without further ado, let's go for the big result. Let's go 9 up to 4.
9 up to 4. At the 9th place, Wu Yangyu from China. At the 8th place, Zhang Zuo from China. Sergei Targony from Ukraine at the 7th place, Wang Zimu from China at the 6th place, Gao Chuki from China at the 5th place, and Yelzan Zepis from Kazakhstan.
Okay, so that leaves us with 3 members of our contestants left in surprise suspense. And how long can I delay them? A little longer, maybe, is the question. Of course, we come now to the big 3rd place, and before I announce 3rd place, I'm going to say something else, because our 3rd prize winner tonight is going to get 500 euros. 3rd place is 500 euros, the prize winner. As you have said over a number of shows, we have put together prize money for our Trophée Mondial winners and our winners of diatonic, Trophée Mondial and orchestras. And of course, that's all going to be distributed tonight. But 3rd place in this senior classique, 500 euros, goes with a score of, just pausing a little here, 23.31 is the average across the 3 rounds of competition. It goes to Belgium, to Loris Douillet.
Loris Douillet, and I choose from his 2nd round his very, very fantastic composition, Missa Brevis. So it's a piece of 17 minutes. Very difficult to choose a part on this monument because he's so young and so creative. You really need to go on the CMA site and discover this composition because it's fantastic and full of creativity, of ideas. So I just selected a few minutes from this. I will be able to cut in one moment, but we discover a part of this, as I say, Missa Brevis, composed in 2022 from Loris Douillet at the 3rd place. That was a short moment of this Messa Brevis that we can find the whole version on his second round on the CMA site Trophée Mondial menu. And the second place, Ukraine or Ukraine?
Oh, you're giving it away. Ukraine have come second. Yes, you're right. Ukraine have come second, but I don't really give much more then, do I? Yeah, but I can give a score. I can give a score of 23.50 for second place, if that's any help. But there's always a bit of suspense. And of course, we've seen the second and winner of this competition already this evening, because we saw them in the OLEKSIV competition when the two names were first and second. So the question is, are they in the same order or the reverse order in this competition? See, I keep you in suspense. But anyway, here we go. In second place, heartiest congratulations with 23.50 from Ukraine goes to Mykola Syniavsky.
Syniavsky, yes, Nicola, who win 1,000 euro. Yes, because
1,000 euros.
We forget to say that we had 12,000 euro to share with categories Trophée Mondial, of course not in International Open Trophy, but on Trophée Mondial categories only, and 1,000 euro for this second place, Mykola Syniavsky, who will play for us a part of this Runchak composition, Portrait of the Composer, devoted to Igor Stravinsky. Let's listen Mykola again. Syniavsky from Ukraine, such fantastic performer, and we are with some faces that we know already, my friends, so perhaps...
I think so, we've seen them somewhere before very recently, haven't we?
Yes, and you can present the winner of this 2,000 euro from this 2022.
Yeah, 2,000 euros, first place. Of course, just a reminder, he was second last year, so obviously... You know, natural step up here, isn't it? From second to first this year. Heartiest congratulations go to Roman Punienko. First prize winner, 23.70. Heartiest congratulations, senior classic champion of Trophée Mondial 2022.
And he looks very happy. Hello, Roman, congratulations. So you are super happy, of course.
Hello, yes, I'm very happy. Thank you very much. Hello, Raymond, Anna, and hello, Fred, and of course, hello, Yaroslav.
Of course.
So it's a big pleasure to me, and I go for it for 4 years. And I think it will be so strange not to make video for other Trophée Mondial senior classic, yes.
We'll find a reason for you to make a video, don't worry.
Yeah, we can create some category, and it's a good strategy, my friend, to don't win the first year because you win more money. So it's perfect. Second and first, it's like a job. So of course you are with your teacher Yaroslav OLEKSIV. Yaroslav, again, hello and good evening. Of course, congratulations. I have a question for you. Which category you didn't win this year?
Ярослав Володимирович, до вас питання, яку категорію ви не виграли цього року? Ваші студенти.
Masters.
Okay. We can share a little bit, no? You're so funny. Oh, Yaroslav, it's genial. So, but very impressive. You have the first and second place in Junior Classic. You have the first and second place in Senior Classic. You have the first place in World Music. Yeah, you didn't win Chamber Music, but it's not fair. You need to let a little bit for others, so it's okay. Okay.
Повинні залишити декілька перемог для інших, тому що в всіх інших категоріях ви повигравали всі місця.
So, and I'm very happy about one thing also, because people must know that the president of the international jury of CMA this year is Yaroslav OLEKSIV, but for one good reason, is because it's absolutely talented as a composer, as a teacher. He was also performer, and all these qualities, we need someone that when we have a problem, we need to help and we need to ask for help. And I'm not surprised that we choose, of course, as the president of the international jury, one of the best personality of this accordion as well. And it's also normal that he's so performant as a teacher that he also wins the category. So congratulations, really. Roman, you can translate to him.
Yes. Фред сказав, що він хоче пояснити, чому ви є президентом цього року журі, за рахунок ваших таких чудових якостей, як композитор, виконавець та педагог. І це все підтверджується результатами цього конкурсу, тим, що всі ваші студенти позаймали призові місця.
Дякую. Thank you.
Okay, so my friends, we see you, Yaroslav, all the time because, of course, you won all this category. We will now listen you, Roman Puneico, as the winner of this category. I choose just for now a small part of Runchak, this Chinese diptych that is the first time I listen. It's very impressive. But just after that, we will listen the full performance Night in Mountain Meadows from Mikola as winner of this OLEKSIV competition of composition. And of course, just after that, we will listen your full final round with the Sonata in D minor, Adagio and Fuga from Bach, Passacaglia from Ganser, and this full Chinese diptych for number 2 for accordion by Runchak. Congratulations again. I don't know how we will make for the transfer of money. You will tell me after, okay? Because I know that Ukraine don't like so much PayPal.
So we have PayPal now, so it's okay, I think.
You can receive money on PayPal?
Yes.
Wow.
Now we have PayPal, finally.
JUBILE, that is great news.
They just need the electricity to do it.
Yes. Bad joke. Okay, so Roman, congratulations again. Yaroslav, congratulations again. Fantastic results. We will never say it enough. And Raymond and Anna, it's our last moment now. So thank you so much for the work you did. Anna, you made a tremendous work with so many things. Even the dégradé on the diploma, now you are expert. And Raymond, to share the screen with you is all the time fantastic. So it was a very nice family event, and I'm very happy about this last picture. And wait, I will make a last picture like that. Screenshot. Smile. Okay, perfect. I will send to you. Okay, so we will listen now this short moment, and after we listen Mikola, and after your full program. Thank you again, Yaroslav. Number one, Roman. Number one.
Hello, well done and congratulations.
Bye to everybody, and see you next year for new adventures of the CMA.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. of this category, Trophée Mondial, the Queen category, and it was a very nice performance and very creative composition from Runchak that I didn't know at all, and I will listen just after all the piece because I didn't have the time to listen it yet. Raymond, bye-bye. The last moment.
All right, thank you for all your efforts as well, Fred. It's important to say, you know, there's so much time and effort you put in from the beginning of the year right through. You've got still another day to work for this year, but then we start again on the 1st of January. How's about that? Anna will say no. She starts on the 2nd.
Okay, me too. Okay, so we listen now as promised the winner of the international composition contest, Yaroslav OLEKSIV, who won a composition dedicated by the composer. That will be easy because it is student, so c'est la vie, mes amis. And just after that, without transition, we will listen the full program of the third round of Roman Puneyko, who super big winner from Ukraine, from this Trophée Mondial Senior Classic. Bye bye to everybody. See you next year.
Bye bye.
Bye.